Hello, Living in Boulder vlog for March 2nd, 2019, Saturday at, oh no, I have the cursor over the time, 2:33 in the morning. All right, I'm a little bit frazzled right now. Let me tell you what's going on. Yesterday, I wanted to, that's why I'm doing it so early. I just wanted to do it right when it all happened. I thought I saw my Google Earth do something funky. Get my mouses out of the way. Super uptight. Yesterday I was trying to build the Romulan cities, and so today I was building Romulan cities, all the cities, doing all my research for the city and everything. I went and hung out with my mom for a little bit, and then I got to the point where I wanted to build the Romulan city. I'm going to build the entire history of Rome on Google Earth, and so I get on my computer and I have to build circles because their houses were round. And there's a tool called Circle Tool, so you just hit and you drag out and drags out the circle. But the computer, when I hit on and I drag it, it just moved it. Okay, so it's haywired. When you're on the computer as much as me, and I'm sure you can see how much I'm on the computer, your computer starts to go haywire more than you do. Like you actually start to have problems with the limitations of the computer. The computers get their minds of their own and do weird stuff, crashing all the time. And so I was like, okay, let's just restart Google Earth. And so it still did it. And so let's start the computer. So it still did it. So let's reinstall a new program, uninstall it and reinstall it all over again. Still did it. So luckily I have a second computer. So I was like, all right, fuck it. We'll just have to work on Google Earth with the other computer. So I get on the other computer and it works, luckily for me. And so I do it and I work for like a few hours, like 3 or 4 hours. Here, I'll show you exactly what I did. So if you see that, that's the Romulan city. I built the streets on there and everything. But then I built all the houses. I put 100 houses on there, okay? I put all the 100 houses exactly where I wanted them. Very meticulously by putting those little place markers there, those yellow place markers first, and drag them around, and then dragging the circle of the houses. Okay, so I'm working on that for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm like, okay, good, let's number, and then I make 4 neighborhoods, and then I put the houses in the 4 neighborhoods, and I number the all the houses in the 4 neighborhoods. Make sure it's 101 houses, 100 houses for the people, and 1 for Romulus because it's 100 senators in the book they said. And so then I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm pretty much done, right? And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden it starts acting haywire. Like right there, right when I'm done with the whole thing, done with the whole city. All of a sudden when I hit right click, instead of the drop down, it just pastes. So I see stuff getting pasted all on it. Like, I'm like, what's that? Like all of a sudden it's pomerium, something from somewhere else, pasted on there. Paste, 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 paste. Like somebody else got on my computer and starts pasting stuff. And every time I hit the right click, it makes it worse because then it starts dragging. And if I go up, it starts dragging folders within other folders and up and down. I'm like, oh shit, we got to save this now before it does any more damage. So I try to scroll up, but it won't scroll up. I can't get it to scroll up, meaning if you're gonna, I can't save it because if you have to get to the folder so that you get on top of the folder and then right click then you can go down, you can go save. And if you can't go to click save, then you can't get there. So I couldn't get there because the folder was out of field of vision. I was way up on top and it wouldn't scroll. So it was done for. I was done. And so I had to turn off the program. And for some reason, when it brought it back, it didn't bring back what I had. Last time when it crashed a couple days ago, when it brought it back where I was, even though I had saved it. Because ever since I started working on Google Earth again a couple weeks ago, ever since then, I knew my lesson, which is you have to save every 2 or 3 minutes. Save every 2 minutes. Save every 3 minutes. Somehow, I don't know how it happened. Warp drive. It did warp drive. Somehow I did 3 or 4 hours without it saving because it brought it back and I didn't save. Somehow, so I'm going to have to rebuild every single house on the whole city all over again. I'm going to find where all the houses are, put them there, and build them all over. And so whenever the computer crashes, Murphy's Law, it always crashes the only time you somehow go 3 or 4 hours without saving it, even though you always save it every 5 minutes. So, And so hopefully this computer will keep working and not keep crashing, because there's another thing this computer is doing that I remembered it was doing before, is whenever I try to do it, make those circle houses, every time after I make a circle house, I can't drag it anymore, because then it always wants to make a circle house. So then I have to click another another icon in order to back out of it. So I usually click the icon and then I go, okay, thank you. And then I exit out and then I'm back to normal. And I have to do that every single time. But at least this one does it, because the other computer, no matter what I do, it doesn't even work. It just drags. It worked once. I made Romulus's house and then I tried again and then it didn't do it. So Goblins. So yeah, I have to redo my whole computer because somehow, and it was right when I was going to save it. I was right done. I finished all of it and it was like, okay, cool. And then paste, 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 drag, 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 drag. And then it won't scroll. And then that was it. It was over. I lost 3 hours because somehow I went that long without saving it. I don't know how it happened. So I guess I just have to start all over, and build another 100 houses. Yeah, but you always, the second time, you're a little bit faster. So, so anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reprogram Rome exactly how it was from the book. And the history of Rome. Ancus Marcius made the first wall. Servius Tullius made the wall that we have now, and all that stuff. Anyways, so yeah, I need to start saving. I definitely save my files every day too. I drag it onto my external, my other computer. I had a Carbonite, and I need to call them because that came off too. Popped off of my computer. So. All right, so that's that. I'm going to go back to work, and only this time I have to. Now I remember. I mean, I remembered before, but now I triple remember. Yeah, you just have to save it every 2 minutes. Save every 3. Save every couple of minutes. Like usually after I do a line, and then you save, and then it's saved. It's not build the entire city somehow in 4 hours without saving. It's ridiculous. So, but somehow my computer knew because it crashed, and it doesn't crash. It never crashed. It only crashed once in the last 2 weeks. So, and I wasn't even supposed to use this computer. I was supposed to use the other computer, but the other computer didn't work. That computer there, because fucking it wouldn't create the circles. So anyways, that's what happens. Programs and computers, they just glitch out all the time. So anyways, that's my vlog for the day. I'm not going to do one when I get up. I'll just go back to work. I think I'll have a shower though. I don't think I have my shower. All right, later.